One big question is what is modding and why would it benefit the world? Because not many people know what modding is. A lot of people assume that it means moderation. In fact, it's quite not that at all. Um, Modding is when you're modifying something. You're adding on to, you're making it better. And that can go very far in gaming. For example, there are a lot of games, more older games that have made very easy mod tools. For example, map creation tool. You can make your own maps, your own levels, and it goes really in depth. You can basically almost make your own little mini games per se. Same with modelers, programming, just giving you, you know, full control over the game basically. And then there's also, trying to make it easier for new people because modding can get really complicated. But you, the reason it's so great is people can make their own content and um, and be proud of that, and that leads to them having careers. I can say that, for example, because I made a lot of my own stuff and I've made it free and open source to the modding community, and that resulted in me getting really high paid jobs in like DDoS protection, support, technology as a whole, cybersecurity, and so on, just because all my content is open source, which is something we're really trying to push for. I've never went to college or anything like that, and many people don't need to go to college. It may be great, but sometimes college isn't needed by everybody, and that's what I'm trying to say here. And even if there's nothing wrong going to college, I'm just saying that open source even like gives you even a higher chance of getting a really good paid job, especially with how technology companies, are kind of going right now. So this project really will um, bring the modding community together, and modding can be such a powerful thing. Um, and I'll be showing some videos here, and it'll start playing now, and it's of a GF, like one of my old Counter Strike servers, and everything in it besides the game itself is pretty much modded. The level is playing Lord of the Rings. Um, and it's really fun. It's called Zombie Escape, for example, and that's just one out of the hundreds of thousands of mods people have made. Single player, multiplayer. Multiplayer, you need custom modded servers so you can have the community play with you, and other players interact. That's what the servers are showing, and there's so many, other maps, other content, other servers playing different set. It's a whole nother world, and not many people know about it. One thing I wanted to kind of mention is what happened, or what would happen if, for example, Battlefield or Call of Duty had modding support, where players could make their own maps, their own weapons, their own servers. Once a player connects to the server, it downloads all those mods automatically. That's how a lot of these other games work, and you get to play their mods straight from their server. Um, Custom weapons, everything, custom everything. Almost like their own custom game modes too. Almost like their own little mini game. It goes really far, and if you really want to go down to it, um, if you take a majority of the games nowadays that have used existing engines, they're technically just mods of the engines, realistically speaking. So like Unity, Unreal Engine. Technically speaking, the games made could be considered mods because they already had the game engine, which is the hardest part to make. Um, but now they have this modding platform, and obviously that stuff costs a lot of money. But there's also big opportunity here to make free stuff, free mods, free modding tools, free software like that, and much more, or at least much more affordable, and that will bring more people into this and into the modding world, into the technology world. So that's something I'm really trying to emphasize, I guess. Like, there's just so much that can be done here with modding, and people really need to. I'm really trying to show people what it could be for gaming and as media creation in general, especially if somebody gets into it. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you.